I have won 20 days in a row now in the stock market. And one thing I've learned on this win streak is that the best way to become a consistently profitable day trader is 3 different things. Number 1 is you have to have a mechanical, repeatable strategy that you can look for every single day in a certain time window. Number 2 is you need to have good risk management. You need to know your daily profit goal every single day and your daily stop loss every single day. And number 3 is screen time. Nobody is just going to watch one single YouTube video and know how to trade the model inside and out. You're gonna need screen time, taking the same setups over and over again, journaling your mistakes, and getting better. In this video, you're gonna get some insight on my strategy and how I'm able to win so consistently. If you learn this, you might be able to get on a win streak just like me. What is up, guys? We are going to begin with some of my trades from January and just talk about them, why they were good trades, why I took them, and hopefully you'll come to understand the model a little bit more. So in a nutshell, if you're brand new, I like to take reversals off of key levels, usually high time frame levels of liquidity. So in this example right here, I marked out a 1 hour wick on the buy side on the hourly time frame. I waited for price to sweep that wick, and now I'm looking for a reversal away from that area. So I saw this 30-second inverted fair value gap, and I entered short once the candle closed. Now, we're going to be talking about reactions and momentum in this video. What that means is based on how price interacts with the level once it sweeps it, you can get a gauge of how consistent or how high probability that trade is going to be. This is actually considered pretty bad momentum because you can see here that the candle swept the high around 9:45 a.m. and the reversal didn't actually happen for 15 minutes. You don't usually like to see this, okay? I'm going to show you some other examples where the momentum is instant. We sweep the level, the reversal happens, and there you go. Those are going to be the best types of trades. So I just wanted to show you this trade right here, though. This was the first trade I took in January, and it made me $11,000. So here is the next trade that I took in January. This one, it has a lot better momentum. So as you can see, I marked out pre-market liquidity. You had this low right here. I waited for price to come down into that low, take it out. Now I'm expecting a reversal off of that level. And you can just see the difference between the last trade versus this trade, how as soon as we sweep it, we go from big black candles to big green candles with really, really good momentum. So what that means is these types of trades are going to work more consistently than the other types of trades. So it is okay to take trades with bad momentum, but in a vacuum, you want to make trades, you want to take the type of trades like these more often than not. And again, guys, if you're confused what's happening, this is my strategy. It's the IFEG strategy where we basically trade reversals off of key levels. It has an insanely high win rate at about 77%. While I'm recording this video, I'm on a 20+ day win streak, trading live every single day. So I'm really just trying to teach you how I do it and what works. This is the framework that I follow every single day. These 6 rules kind of keep me in check, and it helps me from taking emotional trades or impulsive trades. And, you know, before I take a trade, I really need to look and say, okay, does it have this? Does it have this? Does it have this? That keeps me disciplined, and that's why I'm able to win so consistently. So if you're interested in learning more, you can click the first link in the description. I dropped a completely free course that costs you $0. $0. So that will go much more in depth about this strategy, but let's get into the next trade. All right, here's our next trade. And again, it's very, very similar to the previous trade. What you'll notice is we really just take the same types of trades almost every single day. I don't try to make things complicated. Trading doesn't need to be complicated. And that's why I love this model. It's mechanical, repeatable, and it's boring, but it prints money. So again, right here, I marked out a 1 hour sell side level. I waited for price to sweep that level. Then the instant reversal, right? The very next candle after we sweep the level is a huge green spike. And we inverse that fair value gap. Once that fair value gap gets inversed, that's your confirmation that you can get in long, and then you're just targeting the upside there. So very, very easy. It's just wait for level, mark high time frame level liquidity, wait for that liquidity to sweep, wait for the reversal, find a IFEG, enter when it closes, and take profit. Here is another example right here. I don't know why it's so many longs in January, but yeah, I guess that's how it works. So here's another long. This time it wasn't an hourly level. It was actually the Asia low. So these are another couple sets of levels that I like to use a lot. The London and Asia high low, if you mark those every morning, really, really good levels of liquidity. Price reverses off those levels all the time. So yeah, I waited for Asia low to sweep here. I identified the 1 minute fair value gap, entered long when that thing inversed, and I caught, that looks like 200 points. 200 points in profit. So here's another trade, another day, another win. This time I marked out a 4-hour low. And if you're interested, I can kind of show you how I mark out levels. Now I have my personal indicator, which does it automatically for me. But all you have to do, if you're interested in finding key levels to take trades off of, I like swing highs and swing lows, right? So what is a swing low? That is the highest point in a set of 3 candles, right? So here's candle number 1, here's candle number 2, up here is candle number 3. So candle number 2 right here is the lowest point of those 3 candles. So this, let me take my indicator off. This right here would be your swing low, okay? So this would be the 1 hour swing low. You would mark that on your chart, and basically once price comes down and takes that low, you're waiting for that reversal in that IFEG, which is what I've been showing you the entire video now. Here's another example of that. I took this on January 16th. There was a 4-hour low inside of a fair value gap. That's a bonus tip for you guys. If you can actually identify a high time frame level of liquidity that is also inside of a high time frame fair value gap, that is an insanely good confluence, because you're just stacking 2 confluences on top of each other, right? Price should reverse off of the liquidity sweep, and it should reverse when price hits a high time frame area of like a fair value gap. Like let me just show you. So for example, right here, here's actually an example right here on the live chart, okay? We have a 4-hour bearish fair value gap right here, okay? So if there was a high, or even let's just say this high right here, now we got a 4-hour liquidity sweep inside of a 4-hour fair value gap. So if I was in my trading window, that would be a great confluence to look short, because those are 2 really good reversal indicators, right? It may not happen in this window because it's currently 2:47 p.m. and trades don't work as well in the PM as they do in the AM. But if it was the morning window, 100% would be looking for shorts here. Moving right along, we actually have a unique trade here. So this is a 50% tap of the daily range. Now you might be sitting there and you might be asking yourself, Tempo, what the heck is 50% of the daily range? I'm going to break it down to you right here. So every single day, the market opens at 6 p.m., okay, New York time. So if you want to find 50% of the daily range, all you have to do is back here, this is where 6 p.m. is, right? So from here to here, this is your range. So in this range, you need to identify the lowest point in the range, which is down here, and the highest point in the range, which is down here, okay? Now you go take the rectangle tool on TradingView and you draw a box from the lowest level to the highest level. Now, this midpoint right here is called 50% of the daily range. And basically with this midpoint, we just treat it like a support and resistance level, okay? We're expecting price to eventually retrace, hit the level, and continue its trend. And I use this a lot because I combine it with the inverted fair value gap. Sometimes I will wait for price to come back into the 50% of the daily range, bounce out of it, and then I look for an IFEG in that direction, and that's how I get in to ride the trend. So this works very, very well. Test it out for yourself if you don't believe me, but that is this type of trade. Instead of taking a trade off of a liquidity sweep, I'm taking it off of the 50% tap. So price comes in here, taps to level. Now I'm trying to flip bullish. I identify that IFEG, enter, and then ride that long. This is an also really, really good entry model, guys. And this is actually a loss. I ended up losing $12,000 on this day. You know, I'm not sitting here saying my strategy is unbeatable, because it's definitely not. You take wins and you take losses, but when you have a really good strategy with a back-tested win rate, you're going to win a lot more than you're going to lose. So this is just one of the losses that I took. As you can see, it's kind of similar to the plan I just mentioned. It's a 50% of the daily range tap. So price comes up here, taps that level. I'm expecting it to bounce off of it and turn bearish, which is what it was doing, to be honest, because you could see that's a really, really big bearish candle, but then it flipped right back up bullish. So I was expecting it to continue the bullish trend, or bearish trend, sorry, and come down here. That wasn't the case. We took our loss. It is what it is. And sometimes it happens. All right. And last but not least, to end the day in January, we have a classic London sweep. So I was kind of talking about how at the start of the video, reactions to the sweep are important. This is one of them. You know, I would say the first trade I showed you and this trade is a little bit on the lower end of consistency and profitability, because it took a long time for that reversal to happen. You can see at 9:30, price sweeps the London low, which is a valid sweep. Now we're looking for a bullish reversal, but it took another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles for that reversal to actually form. So I would have liked it if it was more instant, is what I'm trying to say. I think that would have been a better trade and a higher win rate. In hindsight, it ended up working anyway, but that's just something to keep in mind. Momentum and reactions are very important. When you trade this strategy, you're going to have to get a good gauge on, okay, this is a really high quality setup, I'm going to take it. Or no, this setup's kind of so-so, I'm going to wait for something else. Because at the end of the day, if you take every single IFEG that you see, you're not going to be profitable. The skill comes from the experience and knowing which ones are probably going to work and which ones are probably not. Guys, and that wraps up the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. In the month of January, with the trades we just went over, I had a total of 19 wins and 4 losses for an 82% win rate and over $100,000 of profit across all my accounts. Every single trade was taken live. So January was a really, really good month for me. And like I said, this model changed my life. I'm not charging you a dime. I hope you can watch this and take something away from it. If you want to watch the free course, click the link and let me know if this model's been working for you, man. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.